How's it going, you guys? Welcome to Liberty Bowl. Welp, go ahead and stick a fork in the old hobgoblin, because she's done. She's officially dead in the waters, and at least in my opinion, right? I'm not gonna go ahead and try and say, oh, it's official, Carrie Lake, but ultimately, yeah, Katie Hobbs, she's dead in the water. So she was just grilled by CNN on why she won't debate, and clearly you can see that even CNN has lost support for Katie Hobbs. Absolutely. Yeah, she's done, dude. I mean, it's literally, if CNN won't shill out for you and you have a D next to your name, yeah, you're over. So they ask her why she seems to refuse to debate at all, ever, about anything. And it gets pretty interesting. So we're gonna go ahead and check out this short little interview clip from CNN. But before we get into that, you guys, let's get into this. Here we go.
Why not debate your opponent? If you believe your opponent has issues and is spreading conspiracy theories about a stolen election and so on, and is not being truthful with the people of Arizona, why then not get on the debate stage and debate her?
Not only is Carrie Lake, has she centered her entire platform around this election denialism. I didn't want to give her a bigger stage to do that. But additionally, she has shown that she's not interested in having any kind of substantive conversation. She's only interested in creating a spectacle.
But
and I didn't
if
want
you
to
were in the same space with her, wouldn't it be easier to knock it down in front of everyone, in front of the most people? Because you're not stopping her from spreading whatever you believe that she is spreading. By not debating her, she can go on television, she can talk about it, she can go in front of the people of Arizona every single day and talk about it, but you're not confronting her on it. And it seems like it would be an easy fix if you stood up on a debate stage and confronted her about these issues.
Right? So if all she's doing is spouting off extremism, why don't you just go out on stage and debate her and just kind of shut her down, right? I mean, that should be easy, right? That's literally the reason why you wanted Carrie Lake as an opponent, because you thought that all she was going to do was spout MAGA rhetoric, stolen election extremism, and essentially that's what she's doing. And yeah, you have no battle plan for it. But as you will see with this Project Veritas action video here, yeah, her twin sister actually goes ahead and spills the beans on the fact that they wanted Carrie Lake to go ahead and win the primary because they wanted to go against her, because apparently Katie Hobbs was polling better against Carrie Lake, and they also say that her and her husband both went and registered as Republicans just so that way they could make sure that Carrie Lake gets the nomination. So let's go ahead and check out that video real quick.
So all across the country, Democrat candidates, not candidates themselves, but the party was putting money in primaries into the races of the extreme Trump-endorsed candidates, as opposed to the moderate Republicans that were running, because they wanted those extremists to win, because they knew that the Dems had a better chance of winning their races against the extremist candidates than they did against the moderate Republicans. The Dem party put money into those extremist races so that would be, and okay, so on election night, on primary night, when we were at Katie's event on primary night, and she didn't know the night of the election who her opponent was going to be, but Karen Taylor Robson was up by 10 points. Yeah. And it was kind of like it took the air out of the room, because everyone knew that Katie was polling better against Carrie Lake, and everyone knew that Katie had a better chance to win against Carrie Lake. So everyone wanted Carrie Lake to be the nominee. So it was kind of like this sigh of relief when Carrie Lake actually ended up winning. Yeah. Because Katie, it's a better opponent for her.
Because she's like Trump. Is that what? Yeah. So it will be easier for her to win.
Right.
You thought it would be easier to win? right? Like other reporters over there, kind of laughing. I mean, kind of breaking character for a second, right? So let's go ahead and get Katie Hobbs's answer as to why she refuses to just go ahead and get on stage and go ahead and just quash this extremist rhetoric, right? I mean, according to her sister, she should have been a shoo-in. I mean, it's easily debatable, right?
Look, we're 6 days out from the election, and our campaign strategy is our campaign strategy. So we're moving forward. I'm continuing to make my case to the voters of Arizona. Whether or not we debated in this race is not going to decide this election. So, we made a decision, didn't want to be a part of her spectacle, and she's not, she won't answer these tough questions to real reporters. She only talks to fake news.
But Secretary, it's not just her that you won't debate. You also did not debate your Democratic primary opponent, Marco Lopez.
Well, unfortunately for you, Katie Hobbs, apparently whether or not the people of Arizona get a debate is going to decide this election for you. And it's not looking like it's going well in your favor. All right. So keep in mind, this is CNN. Essentially, anybody with a D next to their name, they're going to shill out for them to the fullest. Right. Katie Hobbs also tries to go ahead and, puff up the CNN people because they're clearly grilling her here. And she's not ready to answer tough questions. And she goes ahead and tries to puff them up and says that, Kari Lake only wants to talk to fake news reporters, not real reporters like you guys. Like trying to, I don't know what she was trying to do there, right? But either way, they continue to grill her and ask her, well, why didn't you debate your opponent in the primaries either? And let's go ahead and get this pure gold of an answer here.
Why? And have you ever?
I was miles ahead of him. I was miles ahead of him in the race and won handily. It's a totally different situation here.
Well, it's not debating your opponent again. Have you ever debated your opponent running for political office?
Yes, I have.
Why do you think it wasn't important for people to see a debate in this election for governor at all?
In the primary, I was focused on the general election. I was miles ahead of my opponent. I won handily. It wasn't an issue. We're 6 days from the election, and this is the decision we made. So,
ooh, that one kind of stung, didn't it? Have you ever debated for your office before? Man, if CNN won't shill out for you and you're a Democrat, you're pretty much dead in the water at this point. I mean, clearly, by a long shot, Kari Lake is clearly the better candidate in this race. I mean, ultimately, what it's going to come down to is, the never Trumpers, things like that, versus, I guess, the people with common sense, in my opinion, right? I mean, Katie Hobbs, left and right, is just pure cringe lord. Everything she does is cringe, down to, how she even does one-on-one interviews. Her answers, pure cringe. I mean, everything she does is terrible. I mean, if anything were to happen to go left in this race, it's clearly a sign of some major honking going on here. And obviously there's going to be some, something going on here in Arizona. But either way, it's getting down to crunch time, people. Make sure that you guys get out there, cast your votes, make sure that your votes are counted. I don't know. It's a race for our freedom here. I appreciate all of you guys. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share. Fuck off.